All right, let's dive into Phuket real estate today. We're going deep on an article called How to Safeguard Your Investment from Market Volatility in Phuket.
Phuket, who doesn't dream of owning a piece of paradise?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
But as with any paradise, there are currents we need to navigate.
exactly. Phuket's real estate market, as beautiful as the beaches are,
Yeah,
it is known for its volatility.
it is.
And understanding that volatility is key to making sure your investment doesn't get swept away.
So for those of us picturing ourselves, sipping cocktails on a private balcony overlooking the Andaman Sea,
Right.
what exactly does market volatility mean, like in real terms?
Imagine this. You buy your dream villa in 2024, and then in 2025, similar properties are selling for 15% less.
Ooh, ouch.
That's market volatility in action.
Wow.
Prices can swing up and down, sometimes dramatically.
Okay, that's definitely something you want to avoid.
Yeah.
I'm guessing interest rates play a big role in these price swings.
Absolutely. When interest rates rise, mortgages become more expensive.
Mm.
And that can price some buyers out of the market,
Yeah.
cooling demand and potentially leading to lower property values.
It's like a seesaw.
It is, it is.
But rising interest rates aren't the only thing impacting affordability, right?
Right.
Inflation is playing a role too, and it can have, a dramatic effect on your purchasing power.
It does.
Yeah.
Think about it this way.
Okay.
Let's say a condo in Patong
Yeah.
cost 5 million baht in 2022.
Okay.
With Thailand's recent inflation rates, that same condo could easily cost 6 million baht in 2024.
Wow.
You're essentially losing buying power.
You are.
And that makes it harder to get into the market or to see a return on your investment.
So we've got these big economic forces at play, kind of pushing and pulling on the market.
Yeah.
But what about employment? Does the local job market have like a ripple effect on real estate?
Absolutely. A strong job market in Phuket means more people are earning good salaries
Yeah.
and could afford to buy property.
Yeah.
That increased demand tends to push prices upwards. On the flip side, if there are job losses
Right.
or economic uncertainty, demand can fall and property values could follow.
It's all connected, isn't it?
It is.
The economy, the buyers, the prices, it's like this complex ecosystem.
It is.
But are there other less obvious factors
Ah.
that can influence Phuket's real estate market?
You're thinking like a true investor now.
Uh-huh.
And yes, there are.
Okay. Go.
One of the less obvious but incredibly important factors is political stability.
Okay.
The decisions made by the government can directly impact the real estate sector. For example, the article mentioned predictions for 2025 about easing loan-to-value measures, which could make it easier for people to get mortgages.
Okay, hold on. What exactly are loan-to-value measures, and how do they affect someone looking to buy in Phuket?
Good question. Loan-to-value refers to the size of a mortgage compared to the value of the property.
Gotcha.
So if a property is worth 10 million brain and you need a mortgage for 8 million baht,
Okay.
that's an 80% loan-to-value ratio.
Bye.
The government can set limits on these ratios.
Mm-hmm.
And easing those limits could make it easier for people to get mortgages,
Right.
potentially boosting demand.
That makes sense. So these measures can really influence who can enter the market and how much they can borrow, which ultimately impacts prices.
Exactly.
Okay, now speaking of things that can impact prices, what about tourism? Phuket lives and breathes tourism,
Right.
but can that be a double-edged sword for investors?
You hit the nail on the head.
Uh-huh.
Tourism is one of Phuket's biggest assets,
It is.
driving demand for short-term rentals,
Yeah.
especially in hotspots like Patong, known for its vibrant nightlife.
Right.
Owning a rental property there could mean a steady stream of income, especially during peak season.
So it's like having a built-in market for your investment.
Exactly. But, and this is the double-edged sword part,
Uh-huh.
tourism can be incredibly sensitive to global events.
Right.
We saw this during the pandemic.
Yeah.
When travel restrictions hit, those rental properties sat empty, and some investors felt the pinch.
Yeah. It's almost like a microeconomy within the larger Phuket market.
It is.
And I imagine that's where diversification comes in, right?
Absolutely. You don't want to put all your eggs in the Patong basket, so to speak.
Right.
Diversifying your investments across different types of properties and locations within Phuket
Okay.
can help mitigate those tourism-related risks.
So give me some examples. What does diversification look like in Phuket?
Sure.
What are some of the options beyond the classic beachfront villa?
The article mentioned a few key areas to consider.
Okay.
You've got the bustling Patong scene, of course,
Mm-hmm.
with its focus on nightlife and entertainment.
Yeah.
Then there are places like Kata and Karan, which are known for their family-friendly beaches and resorts.
Okay, so different vibes for different tribes, right?
Exactly.
I'm guessing the type of property matters too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could look at condos, villas, even commercial properties like shops or restaurants.
Oh, interesting.
There are also luxury properties that cater to a high-end market.
Right.
It all depends on your investment goals and your risk tolerance.
And this is where a savvy investor starts to think like a chess player,
Yeah,
strategically positioning their investments across the board.
exactly. And to make the right moves,
Yeah.
you need to stay informed.
Okay.
It's not enough to just fall in love with Phuket's beauty.
Yeah.
You have to understand its market dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
Think of yourself as a real estate detective, constantly gathering clues.
So how do we become real estate detectives? What kind of information should we be looking for?
Staying up to date on local news is essential.
Oh, okay.
You want to know about economic developments,
Right.
infrastructure projects,
Yeah.
any changes in government policies
Yeah.
that could impact the market,
That makes sense.
and consulting with knowledgeable real estate agents is invaluable.
Okay.
They're on the ground,
Yeah.
they know the nuances of each area,
Mm-hmm.
and they can provide insights that you wouldn't find in a general market report.
It sounds like building a network of local experts is key. But even with the best research and advice,
Right.
unexpected things can happen, right?
Of course.
I mean, a pipe bursts in your rental property or there's a sudden dip in tourism. How do you prepare for those what ifs?
That's where a contingency fund comes in.
Okay,
It's your financial safety net.
gotcha.
A reserve of funds specifically set aside to cover unexpected costs or dips in income.
Okay, but how do you know how big that safety net needs to be? What are we talking about here?
That's where things get personal.
Okay,
The size of your contingency fund will depend on the types of properties you own,
right.
your financial situation, and your risk tolerance.
Yeah.
A good rule of thumb is to have at least 6 months' worth of mortgage payments
Okay.
and operating expenses set aside.
So if something unexpected happens, like a major repair or a dip in rental income, you've got that cushion to absorb the shock.
Exactly. It's like having an insurance policy for your investments.
This is all incredibly helpful. We've covered a lot of ground. Understanding market volatility, the impact of economic and political factors, the nuances of tourism, and the importance of diversification and contingency planning.
We have.
It's like we're building a toolkit for navigating Phuket's real estate landscape.
I like that. Yeah.
But there's one tool we haven't discussed yet, and that's the human element, the real estate agent.
You're absolutely right. Choosing the right agent can make or break your Phuket real estate experience.
I bet.
They're not just salespeople. They're your guides, your advisors, your advocates in this complex market.
And I'm guessing finding the right agent in Phuket can be tricky. What are some common mistakes investors make?
One common mistake is choosing an agent based solely on their charm or promises of high returns.
Oh, yeah.
It's tempting to go with someone who paints a rosy picture,
Right.
but you need more than just a good sales pitch.
So what should we be looking for instead? What qualities distinguish a truly exceptional agent in Phuket's market?
First and foremost, you want someone with proven experience in the Phuket market.
Okay.
They should have a deep understanding of the different areas, the types of properties available, and the legal intricacies of buying and selling property in Thailand.
The article emphasized the importance of certifications, Phuket market experience, and a solid grasp of Thai property law.
Those are absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
Think of it like choosing a surgeon. You wouldn't trust someone who hasn't gone through proper training and certification, right?
Makes sense. So we're looking for a combination of experience, knowledge, and credentials.
Yes.
But what about personal qualities? What kind of personality traits should we look for in an agent?
You want someone who is honest, transparent, and genuinely invested in helping you achieve your goals.
Yeah.
They should be responsive to your questions and concerns,
Okay.
proactive in finding properties that meet your criteria,
Right.
and skilled in negotiation.
It's like finding a partner in this whole process.
It is
Someone you can trust to guide you through the complexities.
Exactly. A good agent will be a valuable resource and advocate, helping you make informed decisions every step of the way.
And speaking of making informed decisions, we need to talk about mitigating risks.
Yes.
Even in a paradise like Phuket, things can go wrong.
They can.
What are some of the potential pitfalls investors should be aware of?
Phuket's market is influenced by a complex interplay of factors.
Yeah.
Economic downturns,
Yeah.
political instability,
Right.
and even natural disasters are all possibilities.
Those are some serious what ifs.
They are.
How can investors prepare for these kinds of uncertainties?
Remember those risk management strategies we touched on earlier?
Yeah.
Diversification, contingency planning, and regular portfolio reviews are your armor against the unexpected.
Okay, let's break those down a bit further. We've talked about diversification in terms of property types and location. What else should investors be diversifying?
Consider diversifying beyond traditional real estate.
Okay.
The article mentioned exploring real estate funds or REITs. These options allow you to invest in a broader range of properties without the responsibilities of direct ownership.
That sounds like a way to spread out your risk without taking on the hassle of managing multiple properties.
Exactly.
What about contingency planning? What should that look like in the context of Phuket's market?
Having a financial safety net is crucial.
Right.
Imagine a sudden drop in rental income due to unforeseen circumstances
Yeah.
or unexpected repair costs on a property.
Uh-huh.
A well-funded contingency fund can help you navigate those challenges without jeopardizing your overall investment.
It's like having a financial cushion to soften the blow of those unforeseen events.
Exactly.
But how do investors know if their contingency fund is sufficient?
Regularly reviewing your portfolio and assessing your financial situation is essential.
Okay.
As market conditions change and your investment goals evolve,
Mm.
your contingency plan should adapt as well.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Absolutely not. It's a dynamic process
Okay.
that requires ongoing attention and adjustments.
All right, so we've got diversification, contingency planning, and regular portfolio reviews.
Right.
Are there any other essential elements of risk mitigation?
Don't underestimate the power of professional expertise.
Okay.
Seek guidance from financial advisors, legal experts, and of course, a reputable real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
They can provide valuable insights,
Yeah.
help you navigate complexities, and protect your interests.
It's like having a team of experts in your corner guiding you through the maze of real estate investment.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Remember, knowledge is power, especially in a market as dynamic as Phuket's.
This has been an incredibly informative deep dive.
It has.
We've covered so much ground, from understanding the forces that drive market volatility to practical strategies for safeguarding your investment.
We've laid a good foundation.
We have, but there's still one crucial element we haven't explored yet.
And what's that?
We need to talk about the allure of Phuket itself.
Eyes.
What makes this island such a magnet for investors despite the inherent risks?
That's a great point.
That's what we'll be diving into when we return for part 2 of this episode.
Right.
We'll explore the unique aspects of Phuket that make it such an attractive investment destination.
Looking forward to it.
Stay with us. Welcome back to our deep dive into Phuket real estate. We've been unpacking the complexities of the market, the risks, the strategies.
Right.
But let's be honest, there's a reason we're so drawn to Phuket.
Yeah.
And it's not just the numbers.
You're absolutely right. Phuket has this undeniable allure.
Yeah.
A captivating blend of natural beauty, vibrant culture, and exciting possibility.
It's a place that captures the imagination.
It does.
It's the stuff dreams are made of, right?
Yeah.
Crystal clear waters, lush tropical landscapes, a melting pot of cultures.
Right.
But beyond the picture-perfect scenery, what are the tangible factors that make Phuket such a compelling investment destination? What sets it apart from other tropical paradises?
One key factor is its strategic location.
Okay.
Phuket is nestled in Southeast Asia, a region experiencing rapid economic growth. It's well connected to major international hubs,
Right.
making it easily accessible for tourists and investors from all over the world.
So it's not just a beautiful island.
Right.
It's a strategically positioned gateway to a booming region.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense from an investment perspective.
It does.
Yeah.
And when you combine that strategic location with Thailand's relatively stable political environment
Right.
and a government that's generally supportive of foreign investment,
Uh-huh.
you start to see why Phuket stands out.
That political stability we talked about earlier really seems to be a cornerstone of Phuket's appeal.
It is.
It creates a sense of predictability, which is crucial for investors.
Absolutely. No one wants to invest in a place where the rules are constantly changing
Right.
or where there's political unrest.
And of course, we can't forget the tourism industry we've talked about, its potential downsides.
Right.
But it's also a major economic driver, right?
It is.
It's what puts Phuket on the map for a lot of people.
Without a doubt, tourism creates jobs, fuels local businesses, and drives demand for real estate.
Yeah.
And Phuket's tourism scene is incredibly diverse,
Mm-hmm.
catering to a wide range of tastes and budgets.
Okay.
You've got everything from bustling nightlife and entertainment districts
Yeah.
to tranquil beaches and wellness retreats.
It's almost like a microcosm of different worlds,
It is.
all existing within this one island. I imagine that diversity helps to make Phuket more resilient as a tourist destination.
Exactly. Phuket offers something for everyone, from budget-conscious backpackers to luxury travelers seeking exclusive experiences.
Right.
And that means a steady flow of visitors throughout the year,
Yeah.
which benefits the overall economy and the real estate market.
Speaking of attracting a diverse crowd, Phuket also seems to have a lot to offer in terms of infrastructure and amenities.
It does.
I've heard they have great international schools, modern healthcare facilities.
Yeah.
Is that part of the appeal for investors?
Definitely. Phuket boasts modern amenities, well-maintained roads, international standard healthcare, and a range of excellent international schools.
Wow.
These factors are incredibly important for attracting long-term residents and investors who are looking for a comfortable and convenient lifestyle.
It sounds like Phuket offers a really compelling blend of paradise and practicality.
It does.
It's not just about escaping to a beautiful island.
Right.
It's about having the infrastructure and amenities to support a high quality of life.
Precisely, and that's what sets Phuket apart from many other island destinations.
Okay.
It's not just a fleeting vacation spot.
Yeah.
It has the potential to be a real home.
But even with all these advantages, there are still risks to consider. We've talked about market volatility, economic fluctuations,
Right.
even the potential impact of natural disasters.
Uh-huh.
How can investors weigh these risks against the allure of Phuket's potential?
It all comes down to informed decision-making. Phuket undoubtedly offers incredible opportunities, but it's crucial to approach those opportunities with a realistic understanding of both the rewards and the risks.
So it's not about throwing caution to the wind and just diving in head first.
Definitely not. Thorough research is essential.
Okay.
Understand the market dynamics, explore different areas and property types, and find a trusted real estate agent who can provide expert guidance.
And don't forget those risk mitigation strategies. Diversification, contingency planning, and regular portfolio reviews.
Those are your allies in navigating any market, especially one as dynamic as Phuket's.
We've covered so much ground in this deep dive. From the economic forces shaping Phuket's real estate landscape to the strategic importance of its location, the allure of its tourism industry, and the practicalities of its infrastructure, we've really started to unpack what makes this island such a unique investment destination.
We have.
And we've explored the importance of informed decision-making, due diligence, and risk mitigation strategies to help you navigate this exciting but complex market. But before we wrap up our deep dive, I have one final question for you. Given everything we've discussed, what type of property or location in Phuket piques your interest the most and why?
That's a great question. I'm particularly intrigued by.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been on quite a journey exploring the ins and outs of Phuket real estate.
We have.
Haven't we? We've talked about market volatility, risk mitigation, the allure of this tropical paradise. But before we wrap up, I'm curious to hear more about what personally excites you about Phuket's real estate market.
Well, you've piqued my curiosity with all this talk of diversification.
Yeah.
I'm particularly intrigued by the potential of emerging areas like Rawai.
Okay, right. Well, tell me more. What makes it stand out for you?
It's a bit off the beaten path compared to the bustling tourist hubs like Patong,
Right.
which actually adds to its appeal.
No.
Rawai has this authentic, laid-back charm
Yeah.
with a beautiful coastline, local seafood markets, and a growing expat community.
So it's got that hidden gem vibe.
It does. A place where you can experience a more authentic side of Phuket.
Exactly. And while it's not yet as developed as some other areas,
Right.
there are signs of growth and investment.
Okay.
I see potential for long-term capital appreciation,
Yeah.
especially as people seek out quieter, more authentic experiences.
It sounds like a place where you can get in on the ground floor, so to speak, before it becomes the next big thing.
That's the idea, of course. Any investment comes with risks.
Right.
But the potential rewards in an emerging area like Rawai could be significant.
I'm starting to see why you're so intrigued.
Yeah.
It's like a microcosm of the larger Phuket story. A blend of natural beauty, cultural authenticity, and exciting investment potential.
And that's what makes exploring Phuket real estate so fascinating. There's so many different facets to consider,
Yeah.
from the economic and political landscape to the cultural nuances
Yeah.
and the unique characteristics of each area.
It's not just about finding a property.
Yeah.
It's about understanding a place, its
Yeah.
people, its potential. Exactly. And it's about approaching this market with a sense of curiosity,
Yeah.
a willingness to learn, and a healthy dose of respect for the complexities involved.
This has been an incredible deep dive filled with insights and perspectives I wouldn't have found on my own.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you for sharing your expertise and for guiding us through this fascinating landscape.
It's been my pleasure. Phuket's real estate market is a captivating world,
It is.
and I encourage everyone to approach it with an open mind and a thirst for knowledge.
Well said. And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and equipped you with valuable knowledge as you navigate the world of Phuket real estate.
Absolutely.
If you have any questions or want to dive deeper into specific aspects of this market,
Yeah.
don't hesitate to reach out. We're always here to help you explore.
Until next time, happy investing.
And may your deep dives always be filled with discovery and insightful treasures.